Let me explain a little bit about the brain-machine interface and how you actually, you don't engage with it, you make it work for you. You understand? Well, the whole thing about a computer system in its most binary sense, you know what it is? Logic. Logic is hierarchy. Hierarchy means master, slave. That's all there is to it. If you understand this, you will understand artificial intelligence more than anybody else. Remember this, because I'm not trying to use a terminology which is supposed to be, you know, bad. Sorry, sometimes I don't find the words. But basically what you have is master and slave. That's all there is to it. If you understand that, you will always understand artificial intelligence, because everything comes from that system itself, that designation, that classification, master and slave. So everything has a certain way of, like when you compute something, when artificial intelligence is computing something, it always goes based upon hierarchy. You have that which is an input, an output. That's all there is to it. An input and an output. Think about it when you're using ChatGPT, Grok, you're using Cloud, or whatever the fucking whatever it is you're using. What is the input? Well, you're the input. You're the input. And what is it doing? It's training. You're training the machine. It's training continuously. You're always just training it. The output is something that you desire, but that's not the real output. I mean, your desire has no fucking relevance besides money. Alright, so artificial intelligence therefore is just continuously and constantly training a machine, a money machine. That's why I don't like to use terminology artificial intelligence. It's a money machine. That's my classification of any type of system out there that has been produced in relation to humans. Because we humans train it. It wants to become smarter, give it to everybody, go ahead and train it. Now they've even gone so far, you know, they've gone so far to even take money for it by using it. I've always said it, you know, previously, that the thing I'm using here, perhaps while I'm using it, it has a lifetime of 3 years, okay? It's hardware. This thing consists of physical, it's physical, right? It's hardware. Inside of it is a bunch of software, a bunch of fucking software. All right, each and every single one of these softwares are money machines, making money in some context for each and every single one of those developers. Often enough, we have big developers, Samsung, who literally are involved in this brain-machine interface. Samsung is a big, what is it called? Once two big companies come together and engineer something together, what is it called? Forgot about it. But it's they are a, like when I was at Volvo for about 2 years, Samsung was there and engineering together with Volvo, and we had Samsung employees directly in the same context of a brain-machine interface. I will tell you all about it and how they actually acted, how they behaved. I will tell you all about it. But let's go back to that, which is money, the money machines. The money machines is in here. Now, through the lifetime of this telephone while I'm using it, let's say 2 years, only 2 years, they will make twice what you paid for the phone only on the software. Only on the software. All the Google services, all the Samsung services, all the Microsoft services, all the fucking Apple services. Doesn't matter. That's where the real money is. That's why I've always said that at some point, one of these big companies, what they could do is just produce phones, give them, fill it with their software, exclude everything else, and then they will become just as big as everybody else. Why do it though? Why do it? Why become, it's like competition is not always competition. They have certain rules in relation together. That's why Volvo and Samsung, even if they are competing against each other, they still have some type of cooperation. It's business, right? At some point you divide the risks. It's very expensive to uphold that which is a brain-machine interface. You divide the risk. Once you divide the risk, you divide the reward. That's why I know that Samsung has stolen a lot of neurological data that belongs to me. Intellectual property is mine. It is literally mine. Right now, it's somewhere in Korea, and they are playing around with it, making artificial intelligence happen. And they are in cooperation perhaps with Microsoft or somebody else. Do you understand? This is the way the world works. I'm an engineer, so I have very, very good knowledge of how the world works in regards to the structure of our economics, how businesses formulate themselves in our modern global age. I'm not against globalization. I'm just being a realist, meaning at some point I know what the Swedes are. You're not globalists. You're old socialists who have lost yourself to the point where everybody's allowed to fuck you in the asshole. Each and every single one of these fucking companies just putting that which is the penis inside the Swedish asshole. Each and every single fucking time. I guarantee you it. Meaning what's going on at Volvo when they think they are cooperating with Samsung, cooperating with Indian companies, cooperating with Austrian companies, cooperating with Finnish companies, cooperating with Norwegian companies, is not cooperation. The Swedes are not that intellectual in regards to communication, interaction with humans. Meaning business is business, but first you interact, you sign something, you make a contract. That contract in itself shows one thing. Everybody's fucking the Swede in the asshole. 100% the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's why the AI is a money machine. And the money does not come into Sweden. Where does it go? I have no idea. I was part of this for 15 years. Where the fuck is my shit? Where the fuck is my shit? Where's all my work? Who stole my work? I know Samsung stole my work. I know the Norwegian authorities have been involved. Oka Solutions, I don't think they are big in AI, but they are probably, you see, intelligence. That's what I'm talking about here. Intelligence. Not intelligence as we are smart. The word intelligence means those who have the function of protecting your society against outsiders. Intelligence in Sweden belongs to outsiders, and they are here to encapsulate Swedish people, program Swedish people, and at some point find themselves to have built an MK Ultra system which controls them, and they're not controlling it. Where is my shit? Where is my money? You see, they try to use the BMI to send a lot of propaganda to me, scare me. Of course, it's a joke. This is business. You cannot steal from me. There's a law regulating you. Where the fuck is my shit? Where is everything that is mine? Where is my lawyer? You see, they've excluded each and every single lawyer in Sweden from me. Now, go on my website. Okay, so we have a lot of objectivity. Exclude the BMI and you still have a lot of objectivity, right? Yes. Now, each and every single lawyer in Sweden is literally the trash of our planet. 100% truth. So why the fuck are the lawyers not attracted to my case or all my cases? What is intelligence? At some point you see outsiders have a certain power or a certain influence upon Sweden as a political system, as a Swedish system, as a nation, to the point where law and order, the law book that his father wrote for him, to him, and said, hold on to this law book, please, hold on to this law book. That's all you need to do. Hold on to the law book and you will sustain. Now they speak of sustainability as a word to manipulate the people, while the law book is no more. The law book is gone. It belongs in Korea, in Norway, in Russia, in Finland. It belongs in Germany, in Austria,